2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That is Trey Hendrickson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Inside the 20. And they are not gonna catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
McLaughlin put it on the extra point, and his guys will race out to a quick 7-0 head.
Visitors, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, marking down to 23-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watched last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
That is Ferguson in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And the Bengals first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Gain of 11 on the play.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and goes. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Drives to a stop after picking up the first down.
Cincinnati.
Is down inside the 35. Elijah Ganson in on the stop. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here's Brown.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Mayfield. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
15-yard line.
The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming up a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
And it brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, let's think for the rule, you don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close ones from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
They'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
11 yards on the connection there. First down, Chicago.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. At the
Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. Burrow now to throw on first down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. On the ground, it's Brown. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. To throw is Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll work just shy of midfield on second and 9. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down. Now, Burrow. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Now, Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Smith on the coverage.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals. They're on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush the play?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Is last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right back to Irving. Whoa! And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Now
7.
Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Trey Hendrickson. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this 1st half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And his guys go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6.
Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards, stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson. Oh, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. No problem with the footing. The pick is good. And his guys move out in front by the score of 17-3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Burrow now. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Burrow here on 2nd down. His throw here is complete. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Bengals
1st down throw for Burrow. That one finds Chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. That is Ferguson in motion.
Up 2nd and 7. At the 31.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. 2nd down, Burrow. That's taken in by Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will cut into that lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Down and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The kid, this is Irving. Low. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And it's Ladd McConkey. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants quarterback. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Steelers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Not letting up continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Throw across his body is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll air one out for Higgins. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Bengals first down.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jack Thompson comes up with the tackle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And penalty flags come in as it lines up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Brooks goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
They're going to try to run it in. A dive, and he's in. The two-point conversion is successful.
17. Visitors 14.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, ready to hit the field again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Wide on the RPO. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The handoff, it's Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Demetrius Knight getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. And in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Bucky Irving. A gain of 9.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving. Not much happening there, just a short game.
At the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good, and his guys will extend their third quarter lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run with Irving. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
Yards brings up third and goal.
Mayfield to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second TD catch of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense is going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. The work to do as they come up for first and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard. Higgins sent in motion. A toss, and here's Brooks. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been...
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a second.
And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no game.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 13.
Throwing now on third and long. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Bengals offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Give inside. It's Brooks. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. That is Ferguson in motion. A run, and it's Brooks as we begin the 4th quarter. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, you can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. He'll step up and run this. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickups. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
26-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. This is 3rd and 6.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Baker to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, real nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Baker. He takes off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. This is Brooks. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go once more with Brooks. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
At the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They bring Chase in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. One incomplete. Recovery outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Visitors 21.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Right back to Irvin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
29-yard line.
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And that's the 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
Give. This is Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is 2nd and 9. Here's Irvin. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's Pat Man again. Another catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
Clock down to 17, and here comes that spike. Here's 2nd down. Play action now. It's Burrow. Open man. Downfield. Chase has it. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
And they will get the spike here with 3 seconds remaining. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.